Welcome to another Level 3 probability distributions video. We're going to chat about the variance and standard deviation. Now we know a statistic is based on a sample and a parameter is based on the population. When we analyse distributions, we use the mean and standard deviation as our most common parameters. In this video, we're going to chat now about the standard deviation. The standard deviation is given the symbol sigma. It's a lowercase Greek letter sigma. The standard deviation is a measure of spread. It can be often written as SD of x. Another parameter that is commonly used is called the variance, which can be shortened to var of x. The variance is equal to the standard deviation squared. So we can say the variance of x is equal to the standard deviation squared, or if you prefer the other notation, SD of x all squared. And we can rearrange this and say that the standard deviation is equal to the square root of the variance. All right, here's our example. Mr. Pythagoras and his mathematics class and his test out of 6. We've turned it into a probability distribution table. Remember how we did that? For example, 7 students out of 20 scored 4, and the probability of this is 0.35. We also turned it into a probability distribution graph. And in the last video, we showed you how to calculate the mean from a probability distribution graph or table, or the expected value of x, by multiplying each of the x values by the probability and adding up these results to get the expected average or the mean of 3.1. All right, well, let's move on from here. We're going to now calculate the expected value of x squared. So what we're going to do is take each of the x values and square them, times them by themselves. And now we're going to go through and multiply the x squared values by the probability. Same as what we're doing for the expected value of x. Now we're going to add up these results to get the expected value of x squared equal to 12.6. Now, here's a little formula that will be provided on your formula sheet. The variance of x is equal to e of x squared minus the expected value of x all squared. And what this means is we're going to take the expected value of x squared, we've just calculated as 12.6, and subtract the expected value of x all squared. So we're going to take 12.6 and subtract 3.1 all squared. So let's work it out. 12.6 minus 3.1 squared gives us a variance of 2.99. So our variance for this distribution is 2.99. Now, if we take our knowledge that the standard deviation is equal to the variance square rooted, we can take the square root of our variance, so take the square root of 2.99, and we get a standard deviation rounded to 2 decimal places of 1.73. So we've calculated the variance from this distribution, and we've calculated the standard deviation from this distribution. Right, that's us for the video, so thanks very much for watching.